drift out of this Ford dealership. Hold on. Hey guys, it's Fleet and Brandon here at a local Ford dealership. We just walked inside to get up close and comfortable with the new 2015 Mustang. What they had was a, we think, fully loaded GT.
We assume it's fully loaded.
Yeah,
$40,000.
Yeah, $40,000 Mustang GT. It might not actually be fully loaded. We don't know.
Maybe not fully loaded, like maybe missing mud flaps or whatever. But
yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, it had leather seats in it and navigation, stuff like that. So if it wasn't fully loaded, it wasn't base either. Is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, definitely not base.
So first impressions. Interior, the dash is a lot nicer on these than on previous year.
Definitely.
The 2014s and before. Just cosmetically, it looks better. The only thing we didn't like about the interior was that there's this dashboard area that has like this swirly, almost fake-ish carbon fiber look to it.
It's definitely very fake carbon fiber.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even look like carbon fiber, but that's like the first impression you got.
It has the pattern of carbon fiber.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely fake.
It's definitely not there. So that turned off both of us, actually.
Yeah. It didn't bother me as much as it bothered you.
Right. And then one of, like, nitpicking the handles, the car just feels like it's not, like when you imagine American muscle and American Ford, it's like back in the industrial, like, steel production and metal production days where everything was bent, pressed, and stuff, and it was steel. Like, every part of the car that I touched, given I didn't touch, like, fenders and stuff, it was just like...
Bumpers were plastic.
Yeah, bumpers were plastic. It's like, we understand that bumpers nowadays are plastic, but...
It's cheap plastic.
Yeah, like you knock on it, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Especially, like, you know, from a muscle car, from, like, especially American made, because, like, people always talk crap about the Jap cars being, like, the plastic kit cars, as they call them.
Right.
And it just didn't feel right for Ford to be as much plastic as it was.
I think what I don't understand is how they can still weigh like 3,800 pounds and be all plastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, where is the piano?
Yeah, exactly.
In the back seat.
Exactly. Oh, back seat. There wasn't much of a back seat.
You can put a baby back there.
Yeah, you can
put half a person. You can chop their. You can put a full adult back there, chop off their legs. It'd be good.
You could probably get like a 5 to.
Well, I mean,
8-year-old.
I'm a short dude. You could probably sit behind me in the back seat. Not comfortably, not for more than half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, because I mean, I didn't sit in the back seat, but when I was in the front seat, I was pretty far from the clutch pedal, and there was still like 4 inches, 5 inches of leg.
Yeah, and I moved the seat forward quite a bit.
Yeah, so no, I think you're right. I think I could sit there for, I don't know about the headroom in the back. Like I said, I didn't sit in the back, but
it's a very slopey roof line.
Is it? Yeah, I didn't really pay attention. I might have to pass by again.
I noticed that it was pretty cramped.
So, I mean, Genesis Coupe was bad. Like, I hit my head, and I'm only 5'8", and I hit my head on the Gen Coupe in the back. So, overall, would you buy it?
If I was in the market for one, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for a Mustang, I honestly think the new one's probably worth it.
Yeah.
If you're just a car enthusiast and you're looking for a fast car, there are better options out there.
I agree again. Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, same thing with any car. The first year or two, they're always going to have the quirks to work out. Yeah. I mean, given they still have the Coyote 5.0 in there, which is nice. But, I mean, they have the new IRS. They have the new stuff in the front. I'm sure they have some kind of new technology running stuff.
IRS, for those who don't know, independent rear suspension.
Right, up until now, Ford, except for like a couple of SVO models back in the 80s or 90s, they always had the live rear axle. So a lot of the enthusiasts kind of were like, we don't really like that. So, but yes, the interior is much nicer. It seats nice. It's comfortable.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's definitely comfortable.
If you live in an area where you can drive a rear-wheel drive car all year long, that's a fantastic daily driver.
Yeah, I agree. And it looks good. Like, I mean, okay, so maybe the back tail light area is kind of cheesy.
I like it,
but
it's typical Mustang.
It's typical Mustang, but they could have put like metal around the tail, like the tail lights, like they did for the really early 60s. I mean, because this is supposed to be, in theory, a tribute car or whatever to the fastback, I think.
I don't know. I think it's one of the departures, if anything.
But it's like a modern day look to the car.
Yeah, but that's what the last generation one was.
Was it? Is that what they advertised it as? That last generation looked a lot boxier than this one. But I mean, there's subtle things that I feel like they could have improved to make it more of a throwback per se.
I think it's a great car. Final impressions, closing impressions on the Mustang?
It's a respectable daily driver if you can daily drive it where you live. It's not built for everyone. There's some things that I would definitely change if given the opportunity in terms of the quality of build. But overall, I think it's a solid Mustang if you're in the market for a Mustang.
Yep.
Agreed?
Agreed.
All right, let us know what you guys think. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Not Twitter, just kidding.